Important to acknowledge also the contributions of our immigrant neighbors. So as we read this resolution, I think it's important to acknowledge and say that we must abolish ICE. Right? So we're recognizing International Workers' Day, whereas around the world, May 1st is celebrated as International Workers' Day. In over 60 countries, it is a holiday to recognize the struggles for workers' rights. And
whereas May 1st was first celebrated in the United States in 1886 as part of the struggle for the 8-hour workday, and hundreds of thousands of workers across the country went on strike to demand better working conditions and shorter hours. And
whereas many of the workers who struggled for the 8-hour workday in 1886, hi sir. That's hi sir. Okay. All right. I'll let it go. Whereas many of the workers who struggled for the 8-hour workday in 1886 were immigrant and black workers, among others, who had been previously excluded from the actions around labor and faced repression, discrimination, and violence. And whereas
May 1st celebrations returned to Minneapolis in 2006 because of the dedicated work done by the immigrant rights movement to counter discrimination and human rights violations against immigrants at the national level and strengthen relationships between organized labor and immigrant workers.
Thank you so much.
And
whereas Minneapolis has a long history of immigrant and workers' rights advocates coming together in a spirit of solidarity, and
whereas immigrants and workers and their families are essential and value component of our Minneapolis community, and whereas
we're gonna make it work. And we'll just finish it off here because on this weekend there's gonna be a big May Day presentation at Powderhorn Park, and we hope to really see you all here this weekend. But we passed this resolution of the City Council because we're recognizing May 1st, 2026 as International Workers' Day in recognition of our immigrant neighbors and workers' rights in the city of Minneapolis, and we're really proud of that. But as City Council members, we also acknowledge that we must do more to protect our neighbors. We must do more to protect the rights of our workers, and it's important to do so. So we just want to be here in solidarity because it is the workers of this city that help run our country. Thank you.
And very fast, with us is the president of the AFL-CIO. She's gonna speak, so don't go. She's gonna speak in a few minutes. So, but if you like to give the resolution to the AFL-CIO, we are like a thousand of workers, and the important part is we need to continue to organize workers. But sometimes people say good salary is a good salary, but actually we need good pay. The pay need to be not only for survive, we need to live. And the only thing we need to do is to have a better pay, better jobs for everybody in the city of Minneapolis. So thank you everybody, thank you to Mirak for putting this together, and welcome to the 20 years we are in the streets. And whose street? Our street! Whose street? Our street! Thank you so much.
All right, y'all, we're gonna have some danzantes performing for us, so if we could clear this area directly in front of the truck, that would be awesome. We're gonna all be here. Ya tenemos danza unida.
Moving forward. Para que va a salir la camioneta, creo.
Rachel, we're ready for you.
Yep.
Chinga la migra. Chinga la migra. Chinga la migra. Chinga la migra. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When workers are under attack, what do we do? When workers are under attack, what do we do? When workers are under attack, what do we do? 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 And we do that because we are Minnesota. We are the people, and we are all in solidarity with each other. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My name is Mira. I'm going to be one of your MCs tonight with the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee. Thank you so much for being here for our 20th May Day March, for our 20-year anniversary as an organization fighting for legalization for all and an end to deportations in Minnesota. Today we're hosting with our siblings and Indigenous Protectors Movement as a show of the solidarity that must exist between immigrants and Native communities. U.S. colonialism has displaced and murdered and disappeared countless Native people. And U.S. imperialism has displaced and murdered and disappeared countless immigrants. Our struggles go hand in hand, so our fights must be the same, and we need to stand with each other if we are ever going to win. We recognize International Workers' Day because of the workers in the 1880s who fought for the 8-hour workday. The people who fought, who laid down their lives, who risked their livelihoods for the rights that they deserve and for the dignity that we all need as human beings to live fulfilled lives. And so thank you again for being here today. We just saw Danza Unida, a union of 5 different dance groups in the Twin Cities who gave their beautiful performance. We're so glad to have them leading us in our march today. But before that, we're going to get started with our speakers. Y'all ready? Let's go! All right, then, perfect. First of all, we're going to hear from Rachel Thunder from the Indigenous Protectors Movement. Please give us a hand for Rachel Thunder!
Tanse, Ginanaskamotan and Anaskamotan of Sis Nanahiwak of Sis Rachel Dion Thunder. Hello, everybody. My name is Rachel. I just said thank you to each of you individually and to all of you collectively. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Indigenous Protector Movement, and I'm also second-generation American Indian movement. We're honored as IPM to co-host this 20th anniversary of May Day with MyRock today and to be here with all of you. We are coming on the heels of a very violent federal occupation of the Twin Cities and Minnesota. As Indigenous people, as Native people, we know what it is to fight the federal government. We have been fighting the federal government since the beginning of colonization over 530 years ago. Every single United States president and United States administration has committed an injustice against Native people and against Indigenous people. These borders, these made-up borders, did not exist. Our people, as Indigenous people, have been migrating since the beginning of time. Migration is our right. We did not cross these borders crossed us. And so, when that violence came here, and that was violence, make no mistake, because right now they're trying to paint us as the violent ones. They're trying to paint us as domestic terrorists, as anarchists. All of the people that stood up here in the Twin Cities are being negatively sharing a story that is not theirs to share. This is our story to share, and we will tell it. They will say that we're violent, when in fact they're the violent ones. They're the ones that build pipelines. They're the ones that tear up the earth. They're the ones that steal our women, our children, our neighbors. They're the ones that forced us onto reservations. They're the ones that keep the money and keep the power. But I'm going to tell you right here, right now, the real power is with the people. The real power is with each and every single one of you. And the real power is our connection as Indigenous people to the earth and to our culture and to our ceremonies. As we speak right now, Lakota youth are leading a nonviolent occupation in the Black Hills at Peshla to stop mining and extraction from a sacred site to the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota people. There is a resistance rising in the bloods and in the hearts and in the spirits of our people across the country and across the world. And if we are going to win, we must all unite in our collective power, because that power is the only thing that can stop them, and it's the only thing that they're scared of. That's why the ICE agents left here the way that they did. That's why they still hide and do their covert operations now, because they're scared of the power of our people. We must unite, not just as Indigenous people of North and South America, but as all people, all races, all colors, as human beings, to do the right thing. And that is what they're scared of, and that is how we'll win. When we fight, whose land? Native land. Whose land? Native land. Whose land? Native land. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose land? Native land.
All right, thank you, Rachel, who is another one of our MCs. Oh, I'm gonna let that pass first. All right, my name is Esper, and I am also one of your MCs today. I'm also a member of the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee. All right, so I'm here to do a little shout out for SEIU, who was gonna go on strike today, but they won their strike deal. So let's go! Unions have power, and that is a great example of it. All right, and now I'm going to introduce our next speaker. I know a little bit about her from her videos about George Floyd Square, and she was a great inspiration to how I got here now. So I want to introduce Marsha Howard from the Minnesota Federation of Educators.
All right, I really still want to give a shout out to the inimitable Rachel Thunder because she pointed out the power of the people. And look at all these people right now. We got people power. Who's got the power? We got the power. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. What kind of power? People power. Who's got the power? We got the power. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. What kind of power? People power. It's the kind of power that would make an agency that got packed up and kicked out of this state come back in the dead of night with a battering ram and break into daycare centers. It's the kind of power that would make the head of our government in this state try to capitulate via social media. I need y'all to pay attention to the events of this week because this is International Workers' recognition of labor, of workers, of solidarity, of the people, and I need to warn you against that fail-safe of backing down and leaning in to that old saw, that old comfortability, that old status quo of thinking that after that skin starts flaking on that loon tattoo, after you not paying somebody's rent this month, after there are not enough parades to go to or rallies to attend, that we can go back to the way that it was. There is no going back. We have been changed, have we not? There has been a change, not just for the Twin Cities. There has been a change in Minnesota, in the way in which we relate to each other as neighbors. Have they not? Yes. In the way in which we relate to each other as workers. Yes. In the way in which we relate to each other. No borders. No boundaries. Bullshit. The power belongs to the people. We showed them in December and January and February and March. We showed them that. And I'm going to need y'all to show them that not just on your block, but I'm going to need you to show them that at a negotiating table. You hear me? I'm going to need you to show them that in the front of the house, in the back of the house, when y'all start making decisions about whether or not y'all going to unionize, okay? You need to start making decisions about whether or not that anybody, regardless of their zip code or country of origin, whether or not you're going to see them as your neighbor, as your co-worker, as your people. Because I'm telling you right now, we are not going back to 2025. We're not going back. We are only moving forward. Are we not? We have power, and we need to wield it. We are going to show the rest of the country how we move in the state of Minnesota. And if that's too big of a reach, we're going to show them how we get down in Minneapolis. You feel me? Who's got the power? We got the power. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. What kind of power? People power. Solidarity forever.
Thank you, Marcia. Such an honor to know you and organize with you and be a community member with you. Surprise, guys, I'm back. I'm a co-MC. You're gonna get to hear me some more. So we're gonna do a couple of chants before we go into our next speaker. So after me, hey, hey, ho, ho, border walls have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, border walls have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, border walls have got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, border walls have got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, border walls have got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, border walls have got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, border walls have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, border walls have got to go. So it is my honor to introduce our next speaker. Our next speaker is Diego from Operación Hielo Sagrado. We can have Diego come up, grab a mic, speak to the people.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. 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 Hello everybody. My name is Diego. And I'm here representing so many families that we support through Operación Vuelo Sagrado. Those families who were harassed and who stay in their houses for months and months, scared of the system and this government. Today, I want to bring you a message that we know for a long, long time. Being immigrant is not a crime. Fighting for your rights is not a crime. Speaking up is not a crime. And trying to survive is not a crime. We understand that this country has oppressed our Latino America's brothers and sisters. That's why migration is happening. Today we demand hands off of Venezuela. Today we demand hands off of Cuba. Also we demand hands off of Palestine. Hands off of Iran. Hands off across this whole nation. From all communities. We want to recognize the work that's been happening across the state, across this nation. People who didn't sleep. People who didn't sleep because they were feared that one day someone's going to knock their doors and tear apart their families. Workers that didn't go back to their works because of fear. Because being Latino, being black, being native now has become a crime. We're being followed by cops. But also want to remember something else. We demand justice. We demand accountability for our police brutality.
Yes.
Because nowadays we're going back to the 2000s. Where the police follow their brothers and sisters and give them to ICE. Shame on them. We demand funding to our communities. We demand worker retentions and restaurant workers. justice for every single of them. But I also want to say thank you so much for being here today. Thank you to all of you, dance community, for coming together. Because this is not a show. You're bringing the medicine and the healing to our communities. Thank you so much. In the name of a bunch of families, el pueblo salva al pueblo.
Just so people know, you might be hearing some chanting from another spot. That's because we have a second truck, because there are so many gosh darn people here. Isn't that awesome? And so if you have run out of space to be by this first truck here, if you walk down to Park Avenue, just 2 blocks, you will find another truck there with another speaker program, because we've got a lot lined up for you today and we want everybody to be heard. Is that right? So we're going to continue with our program here, but just wanted to let you know that we've also got a really good program going down there as well, and that's going to continue for our whole march. Y'all feeling good? Yeah! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Come on, you can do better than that. Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Tumbaremos ese pinche muro! Tumbaremos ese pinche muro! Tumbaremos ese pinche muro! Tumbaremos ese pinche muro! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Lucha fuerte, lucha duro! Tumbaremos ese pinche muro! Tumbaremos ese pinche muro! No troops! No wall! No walls! Legalization for all! Legalization for all! No troops! No wall! No troops! No wall! Legalization for all! Legalization for all! No troops! No wall! Legalization for all! Legalization for all! No one is illegal! No one is illegal! All power to the people! Power to the people! No one is illegal! No one is illegal! All power to the people! Power to the people! No one is illegal! No one is illegal! All power to the people! To the people! That's right, all right. We're going to move along in our program. Up next, we're going to have Bertie from the AFL-CIO. Please give it up for Bertie.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. On behalf of more than 300,000 members of the Minnesota AFL-CIO affiliated unions, happy International Workers' Day. May Day is about solidarity for all, working people, no matter where we come from, where we live, what we look like, or what we do for a living. Solidarity means that we recognize that working people and families have more in common with one another than we will ever have with some billionaire. It means that an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. And it means everyone doing their part to keep one another safe. And that's exactly what we Minnesotans practiced all winter long. When Donald Trump and Stephen Miller sent their thugs to Minnesota, they thought we would be passive. They thought we would respect their authority and let them kidnap people off the streets, in their homes, and on the job site. As we all know, they were wrong. Neighbors, teachers, friends, co-workers, and union siblings all stepped up for one another in one of the largest demonstrations of solidarity in our nation's history. We kept watch for one another. We made sure our neighbors had enough food and other essentials. We made sure kids made it to school. And we made sure that ISIS crimes were documented because we will have justice. Sisters, brothers, siblings, while the more than 3,000 ICE agents of Operation Metro Surge might be gone, this is not the time to let our guard down. Mass deportations are still happening, both in Minnesota and all across the country. Billionaires and the politicians they own are still trying to divide working people. Their divide and conquer tactic is the billionaire class's most powerful weapon, but our most powerful weapon is solidarity. People everywhere saw what Minnesotans did, and they are inspired. Every day, whether it's in Minnesota, Montana, or Mexico, working people are joining together peacefully to fight for each other and to stand up to wealthy bosses and powerful politicians. No matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets, I believe that working people around the world will topple corporate greed and rewrite the rules. And we will win, because when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your words and your work. Before I introduce our next speaker, I'm gonna ask that folks that are over here on the other side of Chicago to come further west and move towards the other truck. We want everybody to be safe, and we're all gonna march together today. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our next speaker from the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee, Manny.
How's everyone doing? Nah, I'm gonna need more than that. How's everyone doing? I'm Manuel. I'm a proud nurse. I'm Filipino and a proud member of MIRAC for the last 3 years. Happy May Day. MIRAC has been leading this march in Minnesota for 2 decades, so let's give it up for MIRAC. Every year we are out here on May 1st, and every year we mean the same thing. This is the Workers' Day, the Immigrant Workers' Day, the only holiday in the world that belongs to us, not to a flag, not to a king, not to a boss, to us. And it was born here, but to be exact, Chicago, 1886. Workers walked off the job demanding an 8-hour day. 8 hours to work, 8 hours to rest, 8 hours for what they called our own. The bosses sent in the police. The police killed the strikers. The state hanged organizers. Then this country tried to scrub the day off the calendar and pretend it had never happened. Say shame to that. But the world remembered. The world has been remembering for 140 years. And we remember too. In 2006, millions of immigrant workers in this country walked off on their job on May 1st and shut this economy down in a single afternoon. We did not ask for permission. We did not file a permit. We just stopped, and the country stopped with us. Because we are the ones who keep running it. Look around you. Every meal you ate this week was touched by an immigrant. Every hotel room cleaned, every package delivered, every grandmother bathed, every baby born in a hospital. We are the alarm clocks this country wakes up to, and the night shift it sleeps through. And they have the nerve to call us a problem. I came here from the Philippines. I send money home to my family, and I've been doing that since I was 14 years old. There are millions of us doing that. Filipino nurses, Somali drivers, Mexican farm workers, Salvadorian cooks. A lot of us work 2 or 3 jobs to feed 3 families. That is not weakness. That is the spine of the global economy, and they fucking know it. That is why they fear us. This state knows what's at stake. We watched our neighbors torn from their job this winter. We watched a 5-year-old sent to a detention center in Texas. Say shame to that! That is why MIRAC is fighting now for a real sanctuary state. An executive order from our high mighty Governor Waltz. No collaboration between Minnesota counties and ICE. Every charge is dropped against the people arrested for standing up. We are not waiting for permission. We are organizing. We are showing up. We are pulling our neighbors back when ICE tries to take them. And we are not stopping until this state is what it claims to be. Today is the rehearsal. Tomorrow, we keep going. Long live the workers. Happy May Day. Vivan los trabajadores.